Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm Megan. I am one of the Fall Box reviewers, and I am 30. I have sensitive, acne prone, and dry skin, and live in Arizona, so it's very hot and usually very dry, except when the monsoons come, and then it's humid and gross. And today I will be doing my week 3 routine review. I can't believe I've been using this for, like, I think today is the 21st day. I can't believe I've been using this box for only 3 weeks. It's crazy, the changes that I've seen in just 3 weeks. So my morning routine is aloe and oat cleanser, botanical acid toner, and in the morning I do botanical acid toner all over my face, and then after that I do Dorian Gray beauty oil, and I do the Dorian Gray beauty oil in the morning everywhere but my chin. And I don't know if you guys can see right now, but look at my redness. Like, it's almost gone. Isn't that crazy? Hi, Natalie. And actually, thanks to Natalie, I figured out I was definitely over exfoliating. So that's why I just do the botanical acid everywhere in the morning, and then Dorian Gray beauty oil everywhere but my chin. And then I continue with apple cider serum everywhere, Ekaterina, and then my SPF. And in the evening, I do my double cleanse. So I do my vacuum cleansing oil, aloe and oat cleanser, botanical acid toner, and in the evening, I do botanical acid toner everywhere but my chin. And then I do Dorian Gray beauty oil everywhere, and pumpkin spice latte serum. And I figured out that keeping my keeping the botanical acid toner and the Dorian Gray beauty oil in both my morning and my evening routine, but switching up which one I avoid my chin with, depending. But it's so much improved, and I am, like I said, I'm just like super excited about that. Like, my skin is actually looking really good right now. Really the only, and that's like, I'm breaking out kind of right here, but we did have to call, let me tell you about my day yesterday. We had to call the cops because someone forged a prescription for some narcotics, and we're not supposed to confront them about it because it can be dangerous in the pharmacy. So what we usually do is we tell them, oh, if you want to wait, I can have it about 45 minutes. And most people, you know, they're forging signatures, so they're a little bit desperate for the medication, unfortunately. They wait that time. We call the place, and then they come, and while they're waiting, they get them. So that was a whole incident. But I'm sure that's why I'm breaking out, because I tend to break out from stress. But it's actually looking like much better than it usually does. Like, usually if I'm stressed out, it's all over. But I like to think like the Fall Box is definitely helping. But again, thanks to Natalie, the alternating just my chin Dorian Gray beauty oil and botanical acid toner, and I was really thinking, okay, yeah, definitely give it a try, because I wasn't sure what was going on. But it's crazy how much over exfoliating you can do without realizing it. And it's definitely attributed to, like I said, like I'm just super excited for my chin right now. So I had wanted to play with pumpkin spice and apple cider and seeing if I can move them back together, because my skin wasn't happy. That was my plan for this week, but it ended up being more focused on trying not to over exfoliate. I do want to add back my tea tree and volcanic ash serum, because I feel like it's a great preventative for my skin. So now that I've actually gotten into being careful with the over exfoliating and avoiding it, I want to try adding that back in. I have been masking more, and my skin, like, you guys, Witch's Brew mask is, you guys need to get it. Like, I'm not kidding. It's very similar to Detox, how thin it is, and I have to, you have to mix it like Detox, and I actually, on the last time I did it, I was laying on the couch, and then I realized, like, kind of propped up, and then I ended up putting my blanket about right here because I could feel it dripping down. So it's very thin, but it's so hydrating. And I definitely have to, there's been times when I've done Witch's Brew mask to avoid, like, really sensitive areas, like right here on the sides of my nose, and it's the sides of my nose, and then my chin. I'll avoid those with the botanical acid toner after Witch's Brew mask, because it is, like, it feels physically exfoliating. So it's just, I think those are my sensitive areas. So I definitely avoid botanical acid toner after Witch's Brew mask, but it's so smoothing. Like, my skin afterwards just feels like so smooth, and I want to keep touching it, and I want to keep, oh, I love my skin, I love my skin. My 5-year-old Kieran loves the pumpkin spice serum. Every time I put it on at night, and then if he's awake, he's like, can I have a hug and a kiss before bed? And so, give him a hug and kiss before bed, and he is just super, he's like, oh, you smell delicious, Mom. I'm like, thanks. I like smelling delicious. But who doesn't? So this week's lesson with my routine is definitely don't over exfoliate. But I'm really excited. And next week, I believe I'm reviewing botanical acid toner. So you guys, I know I've been praising it a ton, but you guys will definitely want to watch this one, because some things aren't my favorite, but I'm not just saying it because I'm trying to pump up this box. This box is amazing. Like, redness, discoloration, like dryness, everything that your skin gets from being in the summer. This is like recovery box. Fall Box is totally the recovery box. Dawn says Witch's Brew mask is so good. It is. It is so good. And I wasn't sure about it because I was kind of like, because Detox is not my favorite, but Witch's Brew, like I said, Witch's Brew mask is like Dorothy's licorice mask, and Detox had a baby. You've got the brightening from Dorothy, and then you've got like the hydrating and like healing from Detox. It's like they had a baby together. Oh, I didn't know. Natalie says she's excited for the box because our skin is so similar. See, I always thought it was weird. I always felt like I had a weird kind of skin because it's dry but acne prone but sensitive. So I always struggled with trying to balance, trying to heal everything without my skin being so sensitive to it. My skin is just there was a lot of times I had to take the city bus to take the kid to take Kieran to daycare years and years ago, and when I would, and it wasn't that far of a walk, maybe like 10 minutes to drop him off at daycare, but like I just remember in the summer everyone say, "Are you okay?" Like my skin's so red, and it definitely flares up from the heat, but I've just always had like I think it's cute when other people, you just have that tint of redness, like you're like, oh, you're rosy and that kind of stuff, and I'm just like red, like nothing. It's not cute. Okay, so my goals for next week. try to see if I can move pumpkin spice serum and apple cider serum. Like I said, I wanted to try to move both of them to the morning, and my skin just didn't like it, and that was at the beginning, like 3 weeks ago. So I'm gonna try that, see if my skin likes that, and then definitely add in my tree tea and volcanic ash serum, and then those are my goals for the week. And so you see a little bit of spots, but overall my cheeks are smooth, and they have never been smooth. And my nose looks great too. Like, let's see. Like, my nose has always had a lot of like blackheads, and I feel like they're definitely loosening up. And the other day at work, someone was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know you had freckles." And I do. I have freckles, and I felt like, wow, people are noticing my freckles now and not just like my bad skin. So that made me feel really good. Yeah, totally pale people problems. So when I go looking for sunscreen, my joke is, do you have any like SPF 1000 like pasty white Irish girl? Cause that's me. Okay, so this week's lesson, don't forget, do not over exfoliate, okay? It's important. Your skin will thank you. Your skin will be happy. My skin feels pretty happy right now. Okay, so don't forget, if you guys are watching on YouTube, like and subscribe to the Sabbatical Beauty channel. They have a ton of tips, tutorials, everyone's reviews. They have all kinds of good stuff on there. So with that, I am going to be off because I can hear Ronan saying "mama, mama." So, you know, like I said, mom problems, because when there's 5 other people in the house, gotta have mom. Okay, so with that, thank you guys for watching, and then I'll see you guys next week, and I'm really excited to move into next week's our last week, I think. So I'm really excited, and you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.